Did you know that the quality of your drinking water is affecting every part of your life? Mentally, physically, and emotionally? Your body is primarily made of water. Now, I know you've heard this. You're 75% water, right? But have you really stopped to think about it? Your heart is 79% water. Your brain, 85% water. Skin, 75%. The blood, 90% water. The intestines, 75% water. Lungs, also 79% water. Your eyes are 83% water. Your liver is 86% water. Your kidneys, 85% water. Even your bones are 22% water. And did you know that the medical establishment in Canada and United States admits to over 75% of the population suffering from chronic dehydration? And I'm going to tell you, it's in the high 90s, based on my research and experience in the industry. Water is critically essential for every process that happens inside your body. This is not something to take lightly. We have a very unregulated industry. Bottled water is absolutely garbage. You will never see me drinking bottled water. It is full of toxins. This is a very unregulated industry. Even all of these things like the Brita filter and a lot of the things they're selling you is absolutely subpar. It's not anywhere near good enough to solve our drinking water problem. What you need to know is not all water is created equal. Tap water is out of the question. I don't care if you live in a city or you got a well. You will not find good drinking water in today's modern world. I bought the equipment to test water for myself. Not only does water aid in most of resolving your health issues, eating the right foods and drinking the right herbal teas can seriously influence the outcome of your overall health in a much shorter amount of time. The FDA doesn't care about your health, so why should they care about what you drink? And what I can tell you is we have an absolute crisis on our hands. In fact, in the Scandinavian countries, they're taught never to drink it. You will never see me drinking distilled water. I won't drink well water the way it comes out. And all this alkaline water they're selling you is fake. The wrong water causes oxidation in your body. It's full of microplastics. It's leaching minerals from your bones if you're drinking reverse osmosis distilled water. You're getting heavy metals, toxic chemicals, and it's all causing acidity in the body. Did you know that chronic dehydration is linked to more than 25 life-threatening and chronic diseases? Have a good look. Look at all the lists of horrible pain that are associated with chronic dehydration. Right in the middle. Many got constipation, poor digestion, inflammation, headaches, asthma, anxiety, mood disorders, poor eyesight, stress and depression, high blood pressure, abnormal fatigue, diabetes, dizziness, hiatus hernia, allergies, excess weight gain, even obesity, and a poor metabolism. Look at this water from New York City, where there's now over 9 million people living. Look at the contaminants detected. 9 times exceeding the level that's appropriate. Look at the level of poison in this water. California, where there's now over 4 million people. This is just Los Angeles, right? Los Angeles, California, but there's now over 4 million people. The water is horrific. Look at the amount of arsenic, chromium hexaelement. Look at the amount of poison in Los Angeles, California. Here's 6 reasons why you should never drink from the tap. Chlorine, heavy metals, arsenic, fluoride, hexavalent chromium, pharmaceutical drugs, and the list goes on and on. There's extreme toxins in the biosludge in your drinking water if you're drinking from the tap in a city or small community. They're taking toxic waste from sewage plants, folks. They're processing it, they're turning it into fertilizer, and they're turning it into drinking water, which is what's coming out the tap, what's going into the animals you eat, it's what's in your vegetables. Why isn't everyone alarmed and outraged by this? This is insane. Look at this stuff. It's full of PFAs, which are also known as forever chemicals. It's full of heavy metals. This affects your hormones and defining pharmaceuticals in it. Now, bottled water is not the solution, although it's been sold as it is. Microplastics have been found in over 93% of the world's most popular bottled water brands. This is a very bad situation. Bottled water is typically just purified water, filtered water, in a toxic bottle, with over 25,000 chemicals found in the water. It's leaching into the water from the plastic. There is no safe plastic to drink from. 50 billion bottles are sold each year in the United States. There is a lot of poisonous water being consumed by Americans. Now look at what we're doing to the ocean. There is now 5.25 trillion macro and micro pieces of plastic in our ocean thanks to bottles, water, and other beverages in bottles. That's 46,000 pieces in every square mile of ocean, weighing up to 269,000 tons. This is horrendous. The ocean is said to be Earth's life support, with 97% of the world's water held by the ocean. We rely on it to regulate our climate, absorb CO2, and is the #1 source for protein for over 1 billion people. Back in 2019, Concordia Institute in Quebec, Canada, did a 1-year study. There was multiple editors and authors and faculty members and students from coast to coast were doing a test. They tested the water in all the major cities and many of the small ones. And what they found out was very alarming. It was on global news for almost 7 minutes, and it was just on and off, and nobody was talking about it. They discovered that Flint, Michigan, and Montreal have the same amount of lead in the water. And Prince Rupert, look at Prince Rupert, look at Regina, look at Moose Jaw, look at Saskatoon. And good old Health Canada says that 5 parts per billion of lead is fine. It is not true. There is no safe level. Look at the Mayo Clinic. We copy and paste this for you to review. Look at the symptoms of lead poisoning. In children, you have developmental delay, learning difficulties, irritability, loss of appetite, weight loss, sluggish and fatigue, abdominal pain, vomiting, constipation, hearing loss, and even seizures. The bottom one is very alarming, eating things such as paid chips that aren't food. So clearly the child's losing its mind at this point. Children being born prematurely, lower birth weight, we have slow growth, is stunting the growth of children, babies. For adults, high blood pressure, joint muscle pain, difficulties with memory or concentration, headaches, abdominal pain, mood disorders, reduced sperm count, and abnormal sperm, miscarriages, stillbirth, or premature birth in pregnant women. With all these articles, there's an article back from 2015 on Fox News talking about then they had discovered 24,500 chemicals in bottled water. Another article talking about fluoride as a neurotoxin, does damage to your brain. And then another one here on Global News talking about how our water is full of lead. And down the bottom, you got chemicals in the water are turning male fish into females. The question is the same thing happening in humans? Well, things seem to be pretty strange these days. Unsafe levels of toxic chemicals found in drinking water of 33 states. Study confirms that fluoride causes weight gain and depression. The list is endless. I have the best water solution. It has all the molecular hydrogen your body needs to be on a better track of quality life. Contact the person who sent you this video for further information.